Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So I am going to be talking about something else from the holiday collection from Dior. So here it is. I have picked up the Dior Ecrin Couture iconic eye makeup, and this is from this year's collection. I actually purchased last year's one as well, and what I'll do at the end of the video is just show you a comparison quickly between the two. First of all, I wanted to show you this year's one. I decided to pick this one up over, it had another palette that had highlighter, lip, everything in one, but I decided not to go with that this year because I felt like the colours didn't really show up on my skin when I went in to do some swatches, so I felt like this one was the better one to pick up. This year I think the colours are a lot more deeper than last year. So this is this year's one, and it's in a velvet material, whereas last year's was more like a leather feel. So there is a difference between the two. I'm going to open it up for you now. Inside you get a full mirror and you get the colours. Now these colours I felt like would really show on my skin tone, so very excited. You get 6 colours in total, and you also get a brush at the bottom as well, but I don't tend to use the brushes unless I'm travelling. Even then I have my own brushes, but it's good to have in here anyway. It is protected by a plastic cover, just like that. So let me show you the colours. So you have this very fair and light colour here at the end. You have a sort of more goldish colour. Then these 3 colours that are definitely more down my alley in terms of the type of pigmentation I can imagine, but also the colour story. Very beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch these for you now. And then once I've swatched them, we're going to do a quick look with them, and I'll give you my thoughts as well as comparison to the previous palette. I just wanted to let you know that this palette is limited edition and it retails for £50. Dior has composed an eye makeup palette like a constellation in which stars interlink flawlessly, decorated with a fantastical pattern designed by Pietro Ruffo for Dior. The case of this palette is an invitation to create dazzling eye makeup. On the makeup palette, the golden bar is engraved with this starry and floral pattern with a delicate finish. Inside, the palette's 5 shades of eyeshadow are revealed. A sumptuous patchwork of browns, a double-ended applicator completes the harmony to allow you to apply each colour on the eyelids with precision and ease. Revealing Dior elegance, this eyeshadow palette fulfills desires for both day makeup and evening makeup. Okay, so let's look at the design. You can see that Dior is written across all the eyeshadow colours. So we're going to start off with this shade and then we're going to go across. So I've just gone away and I've added some mascara, some liner, and I have just added some blush from Dior and a lipstick, which is one of their Addict lipsticks. I really like this palette. It is a little bit darker than last year's one, I'd say. I think it does work for daytime because it's not too in your face, but at the same time you can intensify it because there are some colours here where I could probably have gone in more darker and made it more of an evening look. Very, very pretty. I'll show you last year's one in comparison. I'll show you them side by side. This is last year's one and this is this year's one. So can you see the difference with the packaging? And this is the colour comparison. So you can see that the one on the left, it seems a little bit more satiny as well compared to this year's, which is a lot more matte, I would say. But also the colours are lighter, I'd say. The only one that's darker is the middle colour, and then these shades are darker. So if you have a darker skin tone or medium, I'd say this year's one is probably better than last year's. I'm going to do a swatch comparison on each one now, side by side. This is last year's swatches compared to this year's. So you can see that this year's is a lot more darker in those last three colours. Last year's is lighter even in the highlighter shades. However, you do get these deeper colours here. I do love these two colours here from last year. I don't think that this one has that kind of satiny feel to it. So I think that I'm glad that I got last year's one as well. But yeah, that's the side-by-side comparison. Which one do you prefer? Would you like them both? So to summarise, I think that if you are looking for a gift for Christmas or for the holidays, I would definitely recommend this palette. I think that the colours are really universal. I love the fact there's a huge mirror, and I love the fact that you can use quite neutral colours. They're not colours that are too bold, they're colours that everybody can wear, and you can intensify the colour for evening, and daytime you can make it that little bit lighter and still make a really complimentary look. So it's a lovely, lovely piece. I think that Dior have smashed it again. If you want to see my holiday review, I've just put that up, so you can have a look at that as well. But I would definitely recommend this palette if you're new to Dior in terms of the eyeshadows, or you want to gift it to someone special. I'd recommend it highly, highly, highly. In terms of the pigmentation, I think with Dior, when you swatch it, it doesn't necessarily look as good as when you put it on your eye. I don't know why. I think with Pat McGrath's makeup, it just has an impact immediately, and then when you put it on the eyes, the impact is there immediately as well. However, I think that with Dior, the colours will look subtle when you swatch, but when you put it on the eyes, they complement each other so well. And the formula here, how would I compare it to the Quince? I'd say with the Quince, it's a lot more intense, I'd say. Although these matte shades worked really, really well when it came to getting that intensity, the colour sort of worked immediately. The formula is very, very nice. I hope you enjoyed the comparison from last year's one with this year's one as well. I will leave a video of last year's one on my video as well, so you can have a look if you're interested in just comparing if you already had last year's one. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.